Have you ever thought about being a god? You know, like having supernatural powers and deciding the fate of the world. Well, today, we're talking about someone who plays God in every video. Someone who creates life as easily as he takes it away and creates entire worlds for your amusement. This man doesn't claim to be God himself. He goes by another name. He is none other than Gorg. What we mean by Gorg plays God is that he makes videos almost exclusively about a game called Worldbox. So he isn't actually some religious figure, just to clarify. Oh, and speaking of God simulators, the channel manager EdgeLess says his favorite game is Black and White 2. If any real ones remember that game. But unfortunately, we aren't talking about Black and White 2. We're talking about Gorg and Worldbox. So let's start from the beginning. Technically, his journey on YouTube is believed to have started on a channel called GregBroDudeMan, which was made back on January 9th, 2019. If you think about it, that was a really good time to start a channel, due to a certain global pandemic. Greg's first post was a video called I Made a Lo-Fi Song, made the background in Minecraft. As you could probably guess, the video is a lo-fi beat set in a Minecraft setting, and it's actually pretty relaxing. However, immediately after that video, Greg started making Subnautica videos, which were an instant hit. His series was about him being a guy who's afraid of the ocean, but tried to complete the whole game.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did I agree to playing this? Oh my god. Can't we just like build a bridge or something?
That video today has 1.2 million views, which makes it his fourth most viewed video on that channel. Along the way, he mixes in some other games like Titanfall or Alien Isolation, but he found that sticking to Subnautica and water-related videos was what performed best for his channel. Around the time he was posting his Subnautica Below Zero series, Greg created a new channel on November 17th, 2021. This is when Greg became the one and only Gorg. His first video on his new channel was of course about Worldbox, which is a sandbox game that you play as a god in. What was the first thing Gorg decided to make in Worldbox, you ask? Well, the all-powerful Gorg, in all his wisdom, chose to make none other than Fortnite. Oddly enough, his second video blew up again, currently sitting at 1.3 million views. It seemed that Greg's intention from the very beginning was to post a lot of Worldbox videos, because that's exactly what he did. Over the years, he has made many Worldbox videos, and like the first one he created, there were other videos that brought other games into Worldbox, such as Plants vs. Zombies, Tower Defense, Clash Royale, and more. Since Worldbox just came out with a huge new update, we felt this was the perfect time to talk about Gorg, since he now has a lot more to work with for his videos. Keep in mind, not all his videos are about recreating other games. Most of his videos have some kind of challenge or randomization, or his own storyline about the world. Before this big Worldbox update, there was a bit of an update drought though, so to make up for it, Gorg tried out a bit of Terraria, Wall World, and Thronefall. Gorg has also had several videos with modded maps, units, and items in order to make content that you can only find on his channel. He has an interesting style of nonchalant dry humor that isn't too over the top, but isn't boring to sit through. If we take a look at his channel stats a bit, you can tell he must be doing something right, since he has 459,000 subscribers and 83 million views over 247 videos at the time of writing this script. His most popular video he has ever made on either channel is his Every Island Gets One Trait Worldbox Battle Royale video. It managed to get an impressive 4.4 million views. With all that said, why don't we hear what some of Gorg's viewers have to say about him? Wow! Small Worldbox channel that's higher quality than bigger Worldbox channels? Good video. This was sick. Never even heard of the game, or you honestly, but stumbled on the video. And awesome content. This is absolute cinema. The twists, turns, and suspense built up in this was just magnificent. Actually one of my favorite videos you've made in a while. Please continue this as a series. With that out of the way, it's time to play What Did They Score? This is where we look at Gorg's editing, consistency, and online personality, then rank them out of 5 stars. After that, we add it up and see how close to 15 stars he got. To get things rolling, Gorg's editing is pretty clean and entertaining. It does a nice job of complementing his humor and keeps the pace consistent. We think the editing goes beyond what would be considered standard, as it is pretty fast-paced, and there are a frequent amount of edits throughout his videos. His music choices are also pretty great. With that said, Gorg scores 4 out of 5 stars. Next is consistency. and Gorg has been very consistent with his Worldbox uploads. It is impressive to have posted only one game 4 years straight. Plus, it's had some update droughts in the past, so Gorg had to put in more effort to come up with new ideas for Worldbox, as opposed to sailing to a new game for a little while. In all fairness, he did play some other games eventually, but those ended and maintained some semblance of that Worldbox vibe. Ultimately, his channel is very consistent, so besides his video times being a little longer and shorter, as well as the few other games he made posts about, everything else is squeaky clean. Definitely 4.5 stars. Finally, his online personality we think is pretty good. He hasn't been part of any controversy we know of. He's a decently family-friendly creator, and he's just enjoyable to watch. It's pretty relaxing to just throw on a Gorg video and into the world of Worldbox for a 15-minute interval, and get a laugh or two. Gorg's personality is definitely one of the most unique features of his content, of course, but on top of everything else we mentioned, it makes for some pretty good content. We think Gorg could score another 4.5 stars, bringing our total score to 13 out of 15 stars, which is quite a godly score if we say so ourselves. If you disagree with our score, what would you rank Gorg? And who should we subscribe to next? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.